Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody is trying to build a star. Wow, I'm using this. And it's kind of hard once you get this. You almost have to get this and then, well, it'll come back if you hit F. If you hit, I've got his rulers from this. Go to View Rulers and get an indexing line and just snap it right there. So we're close. We're close enough. Whoop. I was trying to get rid of the indexing line. His star needs to be 52 inches tall. His first question is, he does this. He changes it to he wants 3-inch wood. His first question is this point gets blunted? Well, you hit F12 on your keyboard and go right here to monitor limits and type in 0. And then you have that. So here's his next problem. You can see the star is still 52 inches. If we turn it into an object, now it's 60 inches. Now, okay, you're going to go, well, that's not that big a deal. Well, if you reduce this to 52 inches, look what happens to the thickness of the wood. We're no longer at 3 inches, which really doesn't matter when all he's trying to do is figure out the angles. So my suggestion is, let's back up here till we had that 52-inch star. Well, I'm just going to redraw a star. I see it goes right back to that. I need to figure out how you can reset it, but I'm going to put it right on that node, turn them in. Look at all the indexing lines I have. And what you can do is, I think go up to View and Guidelines. Let's go up to Edit. Select all guidelines and then delete them. Then you can bring in a new guideline. So then you got this. So we're going to grab our star now and go see how it's getting on that line. So we're good. We have a good, perfect star. Now we're going to make it 52 inches. Now, instead of and it's a good idea to turn it into an object, but all you have to do is go to Effects and Contour the inside 3 inches with square corners, and you get that. Now, we still have a 52-inch star, but we have 3-inch. Well, let me zoom in. And whenever you're really measuring, you need to start moving and hold down the control button so it's perpendicular. We still have a 3-inch wood. Now, that's all he asked. But I've done stars before, and they're not easy to get at this angle. That's what he's like me. He's drawing with Corel to find angles. So we're going to go, he said he wants to break it down in 10 pieces. So this would be a piece, and once you get your jig figured out to cut this, and so if we make a duplicate of that, and let's mirror it and get out of the way, rotate it. So see, the next piece will fit somewhere like right in there. Let's go ahead and put it there, make it burnt orange. A good way to just check it is to take that node and put it right there. Double click and move your rotation. Double click and get your rotation and put it there. And then take this node and it'll snap right. Well, it should snap right to it. And then we move this back over. So he just has to cut this wood once he gets a jig, 10 pieces. They're all going to be the same. But it's really hard to cut this angle. I mean, there's no miter saw in the world that will cut. Well, let's make this thing like this. There's no miter saw in the world. Let me just use the page edge as close enough. There's no miter saw in the world that I know that we'll take and, well, we can really go off of here. Whoop, I got the parallel dimension. I need the angular dimension tool. $17.89. That's how you almost have to go at it. That's a 17.89 cut. So you could set your miter saw on 17.89. If what I would do is use some test pieces and then cut it, and actually there's a bunch of tools that will measure angles, and there's probably a mathematical formula. The other way to do it, and if y'all have no interest in this, just stop watching, is to set your board up like this. And let's make sure it's kind of level. It didn't, wow, it did good. But so I almost want to bring in a miter saw. Let's say this is your miter saw fence. You could take another board and clamp it to your miter saw right where the blade's going to meet, and then wedge this board up to it, and you could cut that degree. But what I was saying, 17.89 is there's no digits on your miter saw. But anyway, I'm going beyond. If he needs more help, I'll help him in an email. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody someday, and thank you for watching.